Hey y'all, it's your girl Ashley Camille, Fifth House Bloom. This message is for the fixed signs. Fixed signs for the week of April 29th through May 5th. This is general guidance, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. At this time, I'd like to welcome forth the power and the presence of the elevated guides who can assist me in delivering this message for fixed signs. I ask that you open up our ears so that we hear the truth of liberation. I ask that you open up our minds so that we may bloom. I ask that you open up our hearts so that we may embrace our divinity. I ask for assistance in delivering this message with clarity, empathy, and ease. I give thanks. Hey y'all. So one of the cards came out. Okay. What is this? Opportunity. We have clean it up, a leg up, message in a bottle. Let me show you the cards. And give me a second. I'm going to take my time. Oh, so it feels like with this leg up, especially in this position, that there has been either from people or just your general responsibilities, more pressure lately, more things on your plate, more things to handle, more people needing things from you, or more situations requiring your energy, your attention, your resource, your skills, wherever it may be. It doesn't feel like that has shifted, but that's where, that's where the focus needs to be. What is absolutely requiring your attention right now? This is speaking to needing to go through and clear out what is essentially like pulling at you and pulling on you that you simply do not have at the moment. All right, this is general guidance. That could be money, that could be space, that could be just your energy, your emotional availability, right? Because you are operating, some of you are operating from a place of draining, right? This is not full cup energy. This is not giving from overflow. It is getting to a point of there not being enough left for you, or enough left for you to get done what is essential. And so for some, this is not even some of this is you just have to let some shit go, even if it has to get done. Okay, my light dropped, right? This is prioritizing, right? Potentially like writing out everything that you are working on, everywhere that, you know, focus on a particular resource, wherever this might be showing up for you or resonating, right? And lining up what has to be done first this is second, this is third, right? And kind of working your way down through that. And some of it you might not get to, but there's an energy of prioritizing and condensing the way your resource is going out, your time is going out, your money is going out, whatever it may be, because your personal cup is getting way too low right now. And we're not at a place of working on the replenishment yet, because you have to clear some things out first. You have to prioritize the way things are spilling out first, right? Because if you try to add now, it's just kind of like you're pouring into a cup with holes in it. So this is like, if I'm using an example of, hell, let's say a vacation, right? You're stressed, you need some time away. I'm not saying don't take time for yourself, right? But the thing is that if this isn't cleared up, whatever is going on, you get on that vacation and all of your energy, all of what you would even be doing, even your time, like will still be focused on this thing and what needs to be done. And even if you do get a moment to enjoy yourself on the trip, you coming back to the same shit, right? And so it's like that whole little week you just took pretty much is down the drain. So this is about restructuring this and cleaning everything up so that it is a better use of your resource in whichever way this is showing up for you. Am I supposed to read any of these cards? All right, let's take a look at what to expect, what you can expect. Queen of Swords, Strength in reverse, Four of Cups. Give me a second. I'm gonna take my time. There's some pressure coming from maybe the people around you, or like particularly pertaining from this situation. So some of it is like their expectations being projected onto you, or them verbally saying it, right? And putting like more responsibility on you, but also not providing any like support for you being able to get whatever this is that needs to be done. And so that's kind of showing up as a challenge, but also, you know, a reminder to you to still, you're going to have to be very grounded and very sure of yourself, because they might convince you of otherwise. This is kind of like the attitude of should. You can't like, oh, I should be doing this, or because this is, you know, my responsibility, because this is my job title, because I'm in a relationship, whatever it may be. It's not really, you know, truly how you want to show up, what your true belief is. It's more of a should, like other people's standards, other people's expectations. And that might be like getting actually verbally expressed. That could also be through like the behaviors, right? Like someone is showing up, like if I'm using the example of relationships, maybe being passive aggressive or being aggressive, with this in telling you what you need to do, how you should show up, etc., 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 right? And so you are going to have to be the one and to be very clear and to be very grounded in knowing that, nah, this ain't working, right? Because the priority is getting back to a place that you can start to replenish your cup. You can start to focus on what you desire. You can start to focus on your fulfillment, but you have to clean up and clear away what is going on in all these other areas so that you will have the time, so that you will have the emotional availability, so that you will have the money, whatever this is, whatever resource this is, to make it possible. For some, this might require, thank you. Okay. So we're talking about, like, you might have to, boundaries, number one, is coming up, right? And the ones that you have in place, and enforcing those. So the thing about boundaries is you can say it, but it has to be enforced, and that is going to be on you, and that's going to be your responsibility. What is this? Give me a second. Something about the commitments, and adjusting ones that you have made or changing them. Not taking on anything new. You being too loose with your yes. You being too loose with what you agree to. And you've started to get used to operating in this space, operating in maybe this busyness, operating in this overwhelm, operating from this empty cup. And so you just need to be reminded, right, that you get to be in relationship, you get to work, you get to live from a place of overflow, okay? And so gradually, getting back to that. But again, I'm going back to, the initial message of needing to start to prioritize, be structured and stricter around your time or resource, general message, and also removing things, removing what you are responsible for. Is this one too? Share the responsibility. Outsourcing. An example, you have children who are old enough that they can do the dishes. They can do the dishes. Let them do the dishes. So where have you started to, where have you, because you have gotten accustomed to operating from this space, also where have you just been jumping in, right? and taking on more and haven't even been asked, or it should be shared or could be shared. Okay, so check in on that. Now let's see what actions to take. Actions. Give me the red. Four of Pentacles. Being stingy with your resource. Stingy with your time. What's the yellow? Was that it? Page of Pentacles. Especially with all this Pentacles energy in the action, this is like making some, this is not the reflection, this is not the feeling. Yes, we do that, but this is actually going through and making the changes, making the shifts. What's our green? Seven of Pentacles. Give me a second. Okay. See, actions for how we can clean up so that you can start to focus on filling your cup. As I already said with the Four of Pentacles, right? This is being a little bit more, I don't want to use the word stingy, right? But with that, the resource is limited, especially with the current state that you are in, right? And so you can't be giving out your resource, your energy, your time recklessly, or another way I should say, or a clear way I should say it, in a way that continues to deplete you. I don't want to say reckless. Sorry. And so you are starting a new, is it behavior or a new way of engaging with your resource that will grow and work with you and for you over time. It's like with this Seven of Pentacles, right? Because here, let's really focus on a freeing up so that you can put your focus and you can put your energy into other areas and into other things that are more fulfilling, things that are more of a reflection of who you are and what you want and what you need. Things that will fulfill you and fill your cup. The word planning on here, right? The word planning, again, this is very much like looking at the practical, looking at the spreadsheets, looking at your schedule and going through and what needs to be, if and where possible, cleared up, what needs to be and can be outsourced, what needs to be shared as far as a responsibility. And this can go in any area of life, work, relationships, household, right? It's going through and actually clearing this so that you can, not yet, right? We're clearing up so that you can create the new structure that will start to be able to incorporate what is more fulfilling, what is more desirable, what will give you more space, even as it pertains to like also like just being able to get what needs to be done, right? Because right now it's kind of like operating in autopilots, even as like with the taking on more and the way that you are handling the responsibilities, and you want to shift back into being able to be more intentional, more engaged, more present. Anything else? Okay. Supposed to read a leg up. All right, y'all. Are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come? Convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders? Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded, as they do not serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit you need a helping hand, but to be vulnerable is good, for you have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed by how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. Okay, I return this energy to you.